I can show you a little bit more of this here, what is growing. This unfortunately is always falling over. It's because the soil is now so hard and you can't really get it in there. But this works as a barrier nonetheless, so that the animals don't munch on this before we actually have chicken here, because that is the food for the chicken once it has grown. We will see how this goes. And of course it's for soil making. So this is coming up nicely. Of course we need to manually water until we have the wobblers. Then we can probably put 2 or 3 in here and have it covered. We will see how that goes. But I keep saying we will do an experiment in that clearing over there to learn how much we can use at the same time. And over here we did something for the horses. Those 3 that can go to the food, Sakahawaya needs to have it brought. We gave them this paddock here and they ate it all up. And now we put up a string there so that they have access to the vetiver. My expectation is they will eat there and leave their manure, which helps the vetiver, and there's also something else in there that I'm going to show you in a moment. And you can see that this is work in progress, which is why this roll is still there. And this age is a little bit, yeah, it's not exactly plumb. That was the very first age that the guys did, and of course it did not turn out as it's supposed to be. But it's the only one, so from there on they figured it out. And this is also not clamped to the posts because there were more pressing things, but this will be finished. Not during the summer. The wood easily can be separated. Yeah, so this splits easily. So we will not do this while the wood is that dry. Once we are in autumn, we can then finish this. So you see this water line here, that is what either can be used to fill up with the other line that is hanging from the tree, to fill up the pond here, which is necessary because our showering is not enough to keep it filled. Or, and there's a shut-off valve, we can use the line that continues, and that will then irrigate the more distant parts of this swale, so that we get water into the trench and also the vetiver gets water. So they have figured out that there's an opening. Of course they are careful because this is new, and eventually they will get in there and continue eating. And I will observe this. Today is Friday, so I will observe this over the weekend and see how that is then progressing here. And like I said in the beginning, the idea is to allow them to eat and at the same time to manure. And there is still enough summer left so that the vetiver will regrow, and we can then later use it in autumn as mulch for the berm on the other side. You see the string there, so the string is on the other side of the berm. They have the whole area and they can eat everything that they like. And it is also a hot wire, but I don't think that this will actually do something because the ground is so dry that electricity will really not be carried. And let me take you here to the other side. This continues here. Of course the sheep might also come in here when they figure this out, but that's not a big problem. The sheep will not do anything to the trees, but the horses can. And if they do, that is what I want to know. So the 2 peaches and also that one, these two, they are accessible to the horses, and I want to know what happens. So this is an experiment to see how far this will go. If the sheep end up over there, it's not a problem. They can munch on whatever is there. It's not a problem. I don't expect them to go straight away for the newly planted vetiver there. And if that happens, well, then I chase them out. But I don't think that this is going to be a problem. And if all else fails, there is a sheep net over there that needs to be taken out, and if I need to use it over the weekend, well, I have it pretty close, but I don't expect this to happen. The sheep usually, with all the heat, they hang out somewhere there and also go to B1, which is there on the other side. So I don't expect this to be an issue. And as you can see, Juan is watering these plants there in the manual way, and once we have the wobblers, there's one less task on our list. Now they changed a little bit position so that Librada can also enter, and that is a good start. It's now a couple of hours later. Let's go and check out what the horses are doing. Those birds, very interesting. Not sure if you could see that, but they were picking something there on the ground below the apparently definitely dead tree. We probably want to chop this down and recycle the material. So here they are. One is enjoying the shade, the others are still in there. Let's see what they did. So far they have been removing the grasses, the old grasses. They have nibbled on the vetiver. You can definitely see that they have been added here and thus set. So this is now much more open. That is what I wanted. They also ate from this plant here, the same way as the sheep. They have not been in there, which is also good, because that water there is not what they should drink, but they probably smelled it, because this is our grey water. And there is plenty of forage left, which is pretty good. So they have not decimated within a few hours the vetiver. There's still plenty, and I will leave this open here so that they can come and go as they please. And they have also done an important job, just as I expected. There we have fresh manure. There are 4 more piles. That is very good, and I'm hoping for more. So this is just as I wanted. And yeah, they also did bite off this vetiver here. And that's okay, it's a grass, it needs grazing or cutting, one way or the other. And it will get a little bit more water, and by autumn we should have material to mulch on the other side. And of course the plan is to plant more and have irrigation in place. It's the afternoon and the sawmills are strong again. Yeah, you see what she's doing? they do respect that single wire because they are smart. I am hoping for a little bit more manure there, so that this area gets fertilized. We are getting some peaches, but like last time, I'm pretty sure that most will go to the birds. And if this were an orchard, we will probably maintain this tree so that it's short. But my idea is that we harvest a little bit where we can reach, and the rest is for the birds and can fall down and is then for other birds like chicken or geese or whatever. We can also keep in here. So let's make a big step and have a closer look here. Yeah, you can see the birds have been at this, which is completely normal. There is nothing one can do. Let's see. This is a bit on the green side. Well, here, there, you can see it. Let's see. This is small. They have never been really big. And there's also a hole. Let's see. What's the inside? It's not bad. But of course, this needs a little bit more care. And hopefully we are able to provide it. Interesting enough, here on this side they are small, and over there they are much further ahead. I wonder why. It's the same tree. I'm not really sure what the reason might be. So on this side it definitely needs a lot more time. But this one is definitely tasty. And the freshly planted vetiver gets drip irrigation, only the lower line, every second day. And I expect this, after plenty watering ahead, to be able to make roots and then grow. So this will then give us mulching material. And the additional drip line we pulled out earlier today to give the horses the whole area here and have nothing in there that they could destroy. Well, there is still a little bit that we forgot, but the main part is definitely now out of the way. There's Mrs. Cat. She is roaming here on her side. That is very good. She does not try to go onto the other side where the evil dogs are. So that is very well. Everyone knows where their place is. So I was just able to pull this out quickly. It wasn't that hard. We forgot this when I did this earlier. And now the horses can use this lane here, this path, to go to the other side if they please. So that they can work on all this vetiver and also munch on these things over there. We noticed that they do eat them, so that's very good. And here you can see Tuscarora enjoying something green. I introduced them little while ago to the vetiver. They were skeptical first, but then they figured that this is tasty. And now we definitely have some additional forage in here. And other vetiver we will then cut and bring this to Hawaii there instead of straw, so that she also gets something of the green. And as I spoke about vetiver for mulch, so here this got applied, but it was not enough, which is why you see barren ground there. There are some remnants, but of course this needs to be a lot thicker. But if we plant a lot of this, left and right of each berm, then we should have enough material for really mulching the tree with a very thick, let's say 30 centimeter thick layer of vetiver, and the lower parts will decompose while the others will then protect the bacteria from the sun, so that the decomposition of the material can actually happen. What I'm not so sure about is whether we should continue planting vetiver here on this side and completely fill this, or should we plant sun hemp and friends. Probably we want the vetiver here, because it's very convenient to also have a gate here instead of opening the fence. It is not finished, so therefore this was easy. But maybe Tuscarora here agrees that vetiver would be a smarter choice, because it's a perennial, while the sun hemp is an annual. And the vetiver here does the very same job. It grows leaves and also very, very long roots, 4 meters long, and that is then definitely a smarter choice, I think. So we are doing something good for the soil, and at the same time we have forage for these animals here. So I think we fill this up with more vetiver. There used to be more vetiver, but it died off because the pioneer species local to this area, they won. They grew faster in spring than the freshly planted vetiver could. So now the playing field has been leveled, and we can certainly add more vetiver here. But I think we should be doing this after the annuals, if they still grow, next year, next spring, have grown and probably been grazed off by the very same horses, and then we fill this here with vetiver. I think that's probably the better idea. But you guys can let me know. Let's see what you think. But I think we should have a lot of vetiver growing here, like a little field, so that we have material for all cases. And this could be an end of summer grazing ground for the horses. Mrs. Cat is up there. That is a very good place for a cat. Ah. That is very good. You have seen your baby. The same color as she is. Maybe on the other side. You can get another glimpse. No, I don't think so. It's like a platform there. But there was a kitty. Well, of course it's now hiding. But that's very good. Apparently she is teaching the little one, or maybe there are even two, that this is a smart idea. See there.